Greetings, traveler.
All right, here we go. Oh, let's listen to the sound chat. That's always fun with a Dogdog intro. All right, we got a buddy game. So Demon, Alley, Murloc, Pirate, Undead. So buddy games are always just crazy. There's so much going on. He's going in with the patchwork. So really just valuing that extra health. And I think in a buddy lobby, that makes a lot more sense than in other lobbies. Because in buddy lobby, you can get so much money from your buddies. You don't need a hero power that much to generate extra cash. Although you don't really mind, of course, having extra money. So it's not like money heroes are bad. But I would say the advantage is lower. All right, here we go. So yeah, loses first round because Reno buddy loses the skeleton. Yeah, I guess we just double buy. It's a bit annoying. Getting golden sticky toe though, it's kind of funny. He gets a golden sticky toe in combat, which is a 10-10, so he wins. But he doesn't get the scaling, obviously, because it's end of turn. Alright, so turn 4. If we don't find great buddies here, we're probably just going to go up. You could roll once, honestly, here. Like, I feel like I would roll once, and if I don't hit Reform Buddy, I'll just level. See, a lot of players, they roll in the opposite order, where they just level roll, and it makes sense, because that way you can see higher tier minions in the shop, right? That is a thing. But you can't buy them that turn. So I like to roll first, because you can still get something like Chef's Choice plus Reform Buddy, and then you're like, oh, this is amazing, I get such a good turn now. And I've had that happen like many times before. Whereas level roll, it's rare that you're like, oh wow, I'm so happy that I level rolled. So he had Rokara Buddy there, which he could have used to stabilize with Reno Buddy, because you get a golden Rokara Buddy. That is very nice. But you need money, right? If you want to play buddy lobby, it is more true there than in other lobbies. Every lobby you want money, right? But in buddy lobbies especially, because buddy lobbies, it's about pulling ahead. And then once you're ahead, you can build a bigger lead, and then even a bigger lead. And soon you're in a position where the other people cannot catch up anymore. He doesn't even take damage here. That's wonderful. So roll level up every time. Unless you're 100% guaranteed to level already, then you do level roll. So we have the time warp here. It's very unexciting, yeah. I think you just take the 2 bodies. Sire, Plank. Ooh, this is interesting. We also have the Scabs Buddy. Definitely start with cycling Sire. It's one of the 2 on the left, I would guess. So probably 6 minions, but it's close. 25 gold you can spend leveling too. So that's fair. You kind of want to float a gold here for Tipper. It's a weird one. I guess you could sell Monkey, because I think you still buy Plank. Oh, he's not even gonna bother with Plank. Okay. Yeah, I guess he gets a lot of tempo from that one spell. So if you're not in a buddy lobby, I'm pretty sure that you'd buy Plank there. But here he wants to go full gold, because you need to float a gold for Tipper. Yeah, so it's pretty awkward there. Yeah, no, I think the more I look at it, the more I agree with just not even bothering with Plank, because you're gonna get such absurd power spikes from good buddy turns that, you know, the Plankwalker buffs are negligible. That +2/+1 to the board could have saved him health here, but you got a bad trade in the end, unfortunately. But he's got patchwork, right? It's for exactly this reason. He's got a lot of health even after these losses. Ooh, golden boxcars. I think I'm pretty happy with golden boxcars and level, because that is gold, right? That's going to keep us snowballing. So getting the ETC buddy, because he had Scabs Buddy, because that's where it came from, by the way, if you're wondering. How did he just like get an ETC buddy in his hand? He bought Scabs Buddy last turn, and then he saw his next opponent's ETC, so then the Scabs Buddy gives him ETC buddy, so he can golden buddy in the shop. He gets a 6-drop, and he gets 2 spells next turn from the boxcars. It's a bit of an awkward one here. Yeah. Like, you can use Acid Rain, the shop isn't buffed. Usually it's just, you pop off with buddies, that's what happens. You just get lots of stuff. That's the best way to describe buddy lobbies, you get a lot of stuff. It triggers that. Okay. Shouldn't he have gotten a golden death rattle? From triggering the Zoth buddy? That's weird. No loss this turn. That's great. We had some extra stats just by, you know, making that golden buddy. He's gonna get an extra gold pouch this turn. Ooh, a lot of money here. 3 gold from his guy. Friend of a friend? That's because he's fighting Morchi, and Morchi doesn't have a buddy yet. So he just discovers a buddy with that. We are pushing 6. We have that gold pouch and a lot of gold in our hand. Gonna put the acid rain on the board, start rolling. That ETC buddy is pretty much always a buy because you can just golden something in the shop. And that gives you great value. You discover 6, you get a golden buddy. It's just all kinds of good. So he's buying the baller spell because he already had a baller spell. I'm just using it for some tempo. If he goldens that scabs buddy, he'll get a golden buddy from someone, but I don't think it's worth it. He is not really hitting though, so I understand that he's like getting a little scared, like, ugh, I gotta find something to golden. Yeah, golden yogg it is, so it's fair. You really don't want to end this turn and not golden something. Okay, we do want to cycle that buddy here, so yeah, and this way we'll have money for the tipper too. So he doesn't keep the atrocity for tempo, but he is on 45 HP. So even if he loses here, he goes to 30. If he armors up, that means he's got 2 losses left in the tank. Floating 1 gold here because of the tipper. Next turn, I don't think it's going to be that relevant anymore. But yeah, this is a scary-ish spot because you have to spike. So these players that we generally review, right, are so good at the game. They generally find the window, right, to say, okay, this is how I spike. But for a lot of like more casual players, if you do this, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna level, I'm gonna give myself a lot of money, and then something profit. He's gonna end up not losing here. That is wonderful. So his spot is a lot less scary than we thought initially. Gets the close win here with 4 health left on the Yogg buddy. Also farms some extra money here with this Putricide, so that is super nice. Dog loves this imp. Last game we reviewed from Dog, he went for like a shop buff and buff. Yeah. He's an imp enjoyer. Now I have that too, right? If I have a card and it just like won me games. Mutinous for imp, maybe. Yeah, that's a line. Oh my god, there's so much stuff happening. So the Yogg happens here. He gets the buddy stolen. It's the Nobundo. He gets 2 triggers. The Yogg is completely useless as usual. Zippers gives you a card. That's a triple. He has so many things to think about, right? Buys the spell power here. Thinks it might be useful. Mycologist looking for end of turn. Mycologist maybe. Yeah, buying that spell power could be an indication, right? He's thinking, you know what, that could be good. There's Discover a 6-drop in the shop, but we evolved. Whoopsie. No. Reno, hello. New hero power, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, there's a million things going on here. This is tough to keep track of. You could have banked new hero power for after your Reno. Found the Azurite. Yeah, so he skipped that new hero power because he really wanted to get a good spell for his Magic Fin and found it. 9 frogs is almost always worth it, but if we buy it now, we can't really buy more stuff, so it's a very slow turn. And we do have free rerolls, so he's going to decide against it. Looking for... I guess, what's 4-drop is he looking for here? Thought we would hold the buddy, the Flurg buddy, until he rolled a 6-drop. Because the 6-drop could find him Murkai, right? He wants Murkai. So we are going to end on a Varanus, and ooh, we get money here. Last second cash infusion. I wouldn't have gone for it. I would have, ooh, right, nice. I would have just like held the pouch for next turn because I know I'm not going to be fast enough to make use of it. But Dog just goes in, he might hit something cool. It ends up evolving his Acid Rain here because he is looking for the Magic Fin comp, right? So he's not really going to do Acid Rain. He didn't even buy that Acid Rain. It was just kind of a random triple. He was like, okay, I guess I'll play you and we'll see. He does have this Imp in his hand, so he could technically play Magic Fin and also buff the Imp, which is an amazing buff target. So that's probably why we saw him lean into that direction. Golden Brand and armor. Yeah, okay. Armor super useful. Holy gold. Okay. Don't eat the shop. Oh, okay. Sell the Yogg. Do it now. Okay. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, we're not forcing Golden Brand. Oh, we have Rena. Duh. Golden Brand. Of course we have Golden Brand. We don't have to buy the whole shop. Let's go. That is amazing. That means that he is infinite this turn. So by being infinite here, he can use that Golden Touch to like force a Golden Drakari or so. He used this Magic Fin on a trigger for buffing golden units, and I guess it also triggers twice, forcing golden Felfire. Small mistake not using lasso. It's obviously normal, he's doing a million things, but it's one of those things I've trained myself that if I am forcing a minion with golden touch and I have lasso, it's really good to end on the lasso, because you can't start with the lasso because you might accidentally steal the thing you were trying to golden. Oh my god, there's also Stitch. So much stuff going on. Okay, new hero power is also really good, but he just has to click. But you can use that lasso to steal the last guy, right? To steal the golden minion. The left one here generates battle cries. I think he still wants that. He's not like fully infinite. You pretty much always cycle that. So we could have made it golden, but so many things going on. Yeah, buy 6. We also still have that Magic Fin, but that Magic Fin isn't money, right? Okay, good. So we roll away the Magic Fin, play the Guff, roll, money. Looking to end on, I guess, the Mycologist. He already has Golden Brand. Yeah, buy that for next turn. Okay, so he's not playing it yet. Okay, so just... My god, I did say, right, buddy lobbies get crazy, especially if you're fast enough to embrace the craziness. Now, unfortunately for us, this opponent has cheesed some stats on the board here by buffing the right side, which is normal, but then he has a big demon and a big elemental, which are 2 different types, and then the Togwaggle takes advantage of that and doubles the stats, so it just becomes humongous. So that's sort of an unwinnable fight, but we did armor, so we are okay. There is a Togwaggle in our shop, but I think we are committed to playing Magic Fin. So especially with all this money, pretty much all we need to do is find a Murkai. Drakari is also sweet. We are pumping spell power. We do not have a Golden Touch anymore in our hand, so we can't force Golden Drakari. Oh, well, there we go. New hero power also fine. Yeah, just click, basically just go. Guff, yeah. That's like so much money, yeah. This is the part where... Oh, yes, Lucifron. Lucifron's sick. Yeah, so we do have the armor. He can make the Lucifron golden in the shop, so that's your Drakari, right? That's better than Drakari because it's instantly golden. Also, ton of gold here. So much money. Yeah, that chef thing is also so much money, but there's a demon. Oh, don't golden it, by the way. You have no hand space to golden that. He could golden it just for the triple reward, honestly. But he could technically use the golden on what's a buddy? Another Lucifron. Lucifron stacks. You could also go golden Chromie, but probably just want to cycle that. So the big one is Murkai, yeah. It's without Murkai, you're not doing much this turn. So even buying Tad here. I guess with Guff, it's pretty good. He did roll another Lucifron. So let's see if he does that. Yeah, he does go for second golden Lucifron. Because unlike Drakari, they do stack. Checking these triples, desperately looking for a Murkai. Yes, so much money. Drakari. Don't really need Drakari anymore. You've got a lot of Drakari. I mean, yeah. There were a few things he could have considered here, like using Mycologist on the scope and then scope for a Murkai. That's a line. Yeah, so that is a lot of spell power he's gaining, but that's about it. And unfortunately, there's no way to leverage that spell power without the Murkai, because he does have 2 good Murlocs on the board already to trigger. He did pre-buy armor, so he is going to be able to armor up again. That's also something that I've been doing when I have a lot of money and I already have armor. I just get the other armor so that even if I lose my cap, I can just get it back. And quite often you're able to do that. So yeah, his hand is full. No Murkai. Never Murkai. So Boxcar's out. Yeah, that makes sense. That's honestly going to slow us down. So I think we got to be careful with those buddies right now. Because you have no... you got no hand space. Anyway, you need to go. So I guess you buy that scope. Yeah, I like that. It's all about finding that Murkai, right? So Primal Fin is sick. Yeah, he's just selling that because he doesn't have hand space. He's like, get out of here. So you can evolve and then turn him into Murlocs. Yep. I like that idea. I like that order here. So quickly check if a Murkai spawned naturally. It didn't. And now he's got 6 drops. So now we can evolve. Try to hit the Murkai. Amalgams are technically Murlocs, right? That's... Oh, there it is. Okay, thank God. We can evolve again. Okay. Because we don't hate a golden Murkai here. Yep. There's another one. Yeah, no more golden touch. So he's just going to double proc the Azurite, which makes sense because the Azurite will trigger twice, regardless of things being golden or not. So it's just better to then have 2 Murkais on the one Azurite. Which also means that you don't really want to triple your Murkai, because then you are only triggering once, right, on the Azurite. Then you need to find another Magic Fin that has Azurite, and that's just like a lot of work for basically no return. Usually it's base kill at that stage, but there's so much going on here, so he's just going go. Okay, so banking Mutinuses now and not playing the Imp makes me think that he is going to just collect a bunch of Mutinous, then eat everything on top of the Imp, and then use the Stitch to print more Imps, which is actually so good. This is so wonderful. I've not seen this kind of pivot where... But we saw last time we reviewed the Dogdog game, he also won with this Imp, so I gotta start giving this Imp some more credit and really thinking if he pops up in my shop, be like, is there any way I can use it? Because if you can use it, then it's just a stupid amount of stats. He's already winning. He wants a better board. Well, yeah, that's what you're trained to do if you're playing for the win. Because if you never try to improve your board, then basically you need to get punished enough times by somebody just having a better board, right? Because people very often be like, oh, I always win with this, it's insane. But you don't. The answer is you don't. Like, you don't always. He's got Avalanche. Avalanche is weird. He could technically just put another elemental down or an elemental down and Avalanche on top of it. I guess if you find what's his face? If you find Pyramid Buddy, that's kind of worth it, because Pyramid Buddy will get so much health from the end of turn proc. So you could technically sell this guy, the Fellfire, play Pyramid Buddy, and then next turn like Avalanche on top of the Pyramid Buddy, and then like Mutinous the Pyramid Buddy on top of the Imp. And you can also proc the other Mutinuses while your Pyramid Buddy is on the board to give it even more stats. So I think that was an interesting one if he would find Tad. Is Lucifer not an elemental? Nope. He's a neutral. All right, so 3k, 3k. Yeah, hit 0. Okay, I didn't know I did that. I learned something. Seems bad. Go away, keywords, go away. All right, so now we're in the top 2. I would imagine that we're gonna do the pivot regardless. So Titus would be nice. I was gonna start with an E tier. Because it's always going to land on something, which will now be your biggest minion, and then you can mutant as that one. Man, this is so good. There's so many stats here. This is beautiful. Okay, so Taunt and Titus? Yeah, I think Taunt and Titus. But it's kind of weird. How does Titus work with that Imp? Because then your Death Rattle is going to spawn more, and you're not going to have board space to summon 2 Imps anyway, right? I guess you still do it, right? Yeah, because the Imp is normal, so it's not gold. So you're going to get 4 Imps. Yeah, you still have board space for that. Yeah, he just needs to, like, burn these cards so they're not in the way. He was checking with the Panda for Golden Touch first, but I don't think you need Golden Titus. Like, you just don't never have board space anyway. I kind of like Pants here, by the way. Triple to Murkai is good for condensing your stats. That's actually legit. That's like a mutinous, basically. You're just buying mutinous. Okay, he's got to go. Yeah, no taunt is sketch here. Unless there's a taunt in his hand that I don't know of. Yeah, so triple. So unfortunately, no elemental. But just nom nom nom. And then this and that. So taunt for your Stitch here means that you're always spawning double imp. My god. 18k on the imp here. Oh my god, if that spell it hits, would we lose? Yeah, with cleave we'd probably lose, right? Because you could say, oh, I just have 18k damage imps, yeah. So we only get one imp, I mean, it doesn't matter. This is so nice, man. What a satisfying ending. Like, that is a very cool pivot.